Welcome to Northwest Fudge Factory, home of the world's largest slab of fudge and the only Canadian manufacturer of pre-measured fudge ingredients. Today, I'm going to walk you through the process of making our world-famous cream and butter fudge. To begin, your case of pre-measured fudge ingredients contains 4 large bags, mix 1, and 2 small bags of mix 2. To make a full batch, you will need to use all 6 bags, yielding approximately 34 pounds of our fabulous fudge. You will also require 6.5 cups of water, give or take a half a cup, 2 pounds of salted butter cut up into cubes, 5 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. If you are planning on making chocolate, please allot an extra half to 1 cup of water. Our easy-to-follow recipe is printed on the back of each bag. We have developed a traffic light approach to fudge making. Start with the green bags, then yellow, in this case butter, and stop with the red. To begin, preheat your fudge kettle on high. This requires approximately 20 to 25 minutes. Once the light goes out, you have reached temperature. Add 6.5 cups of water to the kettle, give or take a half a cup, depending on whether firmer or softer fudge is desired. Turn the agitator on and begin adding all 4 green bags of mix 1. After the mix has been added, be sure to stop the agitator and scrape any loose powder from the top and sides. This ensures a uniform blend free of clumps and loose powder. Turn on agitator and set your timer for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, add 2 pounds of salted butter cut into cubes and desired flavoring. In this case, 5 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. Allow to mix for 5 minutes or until butter is melted and thoroughly blended. After these 5 minutes, you are ready to add mix 2 in the red bags. Add both pouches gradually. Again, after this step, stop and scrape any loose mix from the top and sides of kettle. If chocolate fudge is desired, simply add 1 pouch of our chocolate mix after the oil. Again, be sure to stop and scrape as needed. Mix for 30 minutes. At the end of this 30 minutes, you will be ready to pour either directly into your pans, our custom silicone molds, or into batter bowls for mixing your custom flavors. This video will guide you through different techniques to pour fudge in our custom silicone molds. Each silicone mold will make a 5-pound block of fudge. The mold itself weighs exactly 1 pound, so you are weighing in even numbers if you don't want to tear the scale to back it out. On the side of the silicone mold, you will find grid marks every 1 inch. This will give you 10 half-pound slabs. On the opposite side of the mold, there is a dividing line if you want to cut those slices in half, creating 1/4 pound pieces. We strive to simplify fudge making from our pre-measured fudge ingredients to our silicone molds to our custom fudge containers. We don't cut corners in business or in fudge, and we certainly don't want to sell you needless packaging that won't help you grow your fudge business. Our containers hold each slice perfectly. In this age of COVID and food safety, sneeze guards and exposed fudge simply doesn't work. Trying to cover or bag fudge just adds to the skepticism. Some stores with fully enclosed displays will have slabs visible with containers ready to go. Our containers can be stacked for a beautiful display on their own. You don't need to hold fudge ransom with a staff member ready to pounce. Contrary to most of your training, this fudge will sell itself. Get it out front and available to customers. Offer a deal like 1 for $8, 2 for $15, or 3 for $20 to upsell. To begin, we will start by giving the silicone mold a quick spray with an oil-based cooking spray, like Pam or canola. They work great. Just make sure it isn't a water-based spray, which will make the fudge slimy. If you forget to spray, no worries. It will just be a bit harder to pop out, but it's not the end of the world. In fudge making, there are basically 4 techniques: solids, layering, swirls, and inclusions. Solid flavors. A straight pour from the kettle or a batter bowl will give you solid flavors like chocolate, vanilla, maple. Pour to approximately 1/4 inch from the top or weigh it out for 5 pounds. We have added the extra space in case your store prefers to upsell with a bit of extra weight that will be built into the slice. Layering. There will be some flavors that you will want a half and half blend. Chocolate cherry, chocolate cheesecake, etc. Swirls. To swirl, we have 2 techniques. You can either layer each flavor, which will give you lines of fudge. You can go as thick or as thin as you would like. We don't dictate fudge making. Have fun, be creative. Keep in mind you want to get rid of the unique flavors so you don't have partial bowls of mint or amaretto or orange, etc. left over. You can always add a bit more chocolate on top to top it off, but get rid of the unique flavor first. The second option of swirling is what we call tiger stripes. In this case, I have about 4 pounds of mint, or any flavor will do, and I just have 1 pound of chocolate left. I mix my unique flavor very well. In this case, I have added green food coloring and peppermint flavoring to vanilla fudge. I mix it very well. The color is a good indication if it's being blended throughout. If you have an uneven color, you also have an uneven flavor, and nobody wants a mouthful of mint oil. Blend your base flavor thoroughly, then add the chocolate directly to the bowl. Fold a few times, 2 or 3 is perfect. Do not overmix, or you will end up with a weird color with no definition. This folding method will result in tiger stripes, very fine layers throughout with a unique look compared to any pan or copper kettle makers. Inclusions. For the fudge with chunks of ingredients added, you will want to either lightly fold ingredients into the batter bowl, example vanilla with cookie crumbs for cookies and cream. Be mindful not to overmix any inclusions. You want definition and chunks visible in the fudge slices. The other option is to pour approximately 2 to 4 pounds of fudge in a silicone mold and layer with caramel, nuts, marshmallows, chocolates, etc. It won't take long to figure out where you want the layers. For a caramel-based fudge, you want the layer in the middle. For Rocky Road, marshmallow, and others, you'll push the inclusions down into the fudge. Make sure the marshmallows are covered with fudge but not flattened down in the fudge. You don't want them to dry out, but you also want to see the marshmallowy bumps from the top. To make fudge, you have most of the ingredients you'll ever need at your local grocery, Costco, or bulk food warehouse. At Northwest Fudge Factory, we encourage you to outsource your ingredients. Buy quality ingredients always, but buy directly from the supplier when possible. We are fudge makers first, and we know what it takes to run a successful fudge business. We hope that you found this tutorial helpful. Our fudge mix will make fudge that is pretty flexible. It can handle the height of these silicone molds and can be cut and packaged without cracking and being too soft. Thanks for joining us. Most important of all, be creative and have fun, and have a fudge-tastic day.